Hello everyone! Yeah, everyone. I'm drowsy. This wasn't the best start of any of my videos, yes, I know. But I want to keep it different. I don't want to bore you guys. And I don't want to be one of those commentators who says every time they start the game. It's boring, gets old. I'm not like that. I'm a spontaneous person. I like to do what I feel. And if I feel drowsy, I'm gonna go like that. So, we're gonna have a ZVT. And I think this is also for BlizzCon. Should be. And, oh, I spoiled the player on the bottom there. Oh, you guys are gonna hate me now. I didn't keep the suspense long enough. I should really be working on this stuff. Anyway, we have Dimaga spawning as the red Zerg at the 2 o'clock position. And it's none other than your favorite, I guess, unconventional player. It is the little one. So Liquid TLO spawning as the blue Zerg at the 6 o'clock position. Now, if you guys haven't noticed yet, Liquid TLO, so TLO, the little one, has moved over, has crossed over from Terran to Zerg. I guess that last patch was the nail in the coffin for TLO, and he just didn't want anything more. So no more of that stuff. The Reaper nerf and the Roach buff, and the oh yeah, basically the patch was really something that pushed TLO into switching to Zerg, because TLO, I think, he played random in beta most of the time, and he only chose Terran because he thought Zerg was really contextually weaker than Zerg. So now he moved over to Zerg. He even played Zerg in the GSL. He lost there 2-1, but still, we're gonna see TLO probably sticking to Zerg from now on. And there we go. TLO is playing on one base, so no fast hatch yet, getting the gas, and Dimaga going for hatchery before spawning pool. Now, a lot of scouting going on. We have overlords all over the map. This looks a little funky. And let's see if TLO is still in touch with his Zerg side. We know he's in touch with his Terran side. We love these nukes. TLO, if you cross over from Terran, we just want to say, I think I'm speaking for everyone here, we are going to miss your nukes. I think they were the best, most exciting part of TLO. For TLO being Terran, I mean, and in all the situations you wouldn't expect, TLO would just pull off this wonderful nuke, who even managed to turn the tide of the game. I mean, if you remember that match from GSL 1 of him versus Hyperdub, where he won, and there was that nuke. I mean, just go watch the game. I think it should be somewhere by now, even though the replays don't get released. The VOD should be out somewhere, and it's on first game actually, and you should be able to see that without subscribing to GOM, and just go check it out. It's really amazing what that nuke did for that game, and we love TLOs. Anyway, I'm not a fanboy or anything, but I just have to say that watching TLO is really pleasant. But getting back to the game, a bunch of Zerglings coming out for TLO, and only now he's getting his hatch, and Dimaga having. So if you can look at the two players, you see Dimaga with almost same amount of units as TLO, but with an extra hatchery up. So I don't know, lots of Zerg just get their hatchery first. I'm not exactly sure why TLO went for this. Maybe it's not a fast lair, but he might be thinking of an all-in here, of a more all-in-ish attack. He has some Banelings, and well, I was talking about that. Some stuff happened that I missed. So Baneling's nest over there, and these Banelings are moving in. Let's see if it's gonna take down the Spine Crawlers, or let's see if he wants to go for the drone line. Not too many drones there. He's trying to find a breach in the defense over here, but I don't think he's gonna find any breach. And was that what the hell happened there? Did that Baneling? I didn't see that Baneling get attacked by the Spine Crawler. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe did TLO just detonate that one? Two queens over there. Let's see what the hell. No, and TLO, this is really not good what he's doing right now. Detonating those Banelings, not doing too much damage. 3 Spine Crawls here, and I think TLO is really, yeah. I mean, these queens blocked off the ramp over there. None of the Zerglings made it upstairs, up the ramp, and wow, I'm really worried for TLO's play right here. Dimaga always a solid player. Knows what he wants to how he wants to pull it off. And yeah, it's just said, you know, you're TLO, you do all sorts of funky stuff, unexpected stuff. I'm just gonna get some spine crawlers and wall off my ramp with some queens, and I should be fine. And he was fine. So great play over there by Dimaga. Let's see what TLO decides to transition into. Still no lair being morphed here for Dimaga. TLO's lair is almost halfway done, and I wonder if we're gonna be seeing Mutalisk. It's a ZVZ, so yeah, I didn't say anything about that. So yeah, ZVZ. You don't really see that many Zerg versus Zerg matchups in a high-end play. We see a lot of Terrans and the Protoss. You really don't see. The Zerg is like the occasional match here and there, but seeing two Zerg battle it off, especially two Zerg as good as these guys, is kind of rare. So let's see what they go for. I mean, Muta Baneling is always kind of efficient, effective in ZVZ, no matter what. Mutalisk are really good, accompanied by Banelings. But none of these players getting Mutalisk so far. I mean, they're not rushing for it or anything, and the lair is up for TLO. And I have to say, it is confusing me with the production tab over here, both of them being Zerg. It's I'm not even used to seeing the production tab being displayed like that. I mean, it looks like that. Two Zerg, I always see something else. I see a Protoss or a Terran over there. Seriously, it's weird as a commentator, I'm telling you, to see ZVZ in the production tab. Anyway, gonna take a look at the income over here. Oh, and this really shows. I mean, look at this. The fast hatch really shows for Dimaga. I mean, look at this. He has 42 harvesters over 33 of TLO, and it was actually even on 48 right now. Wow, so this is really picking up for Dimaga right now. Income skyrocketing ahead, and TLO still on 2 bases. This is barely saturated right now. He still needs a few drones, and indeed. And I'm gonna look at the food count a little bit. So Dimaga is on 59, so 60 over, but that's mostly drones. Their army size is like almost the same, and the same goes for APM. Roughly the same APM for both, around 170. And what is this? Pathogen glands. That's the infestor thing, isn't it? Or what is it? What is that? Am I missing something? Pathogen. It has some infestor upgrade, but I don't see infestation. Oh, here it is. Infestation, but yeah, so it's the extra 25 energy indeed. I just wanted to make sure that I'm not mistaking. I don't want to feed you guys wrong information. Now, a lot of roaches coming out here for Dimaga, and TLO has, I think TLO wants to rely a little bit on Banelings, but he doesn't really have Banelings right now. But Banelings are horrible against roaches anyway, so don't see the point of that. TLO has some spine crawlers of his own over here, 3 plus 2 more on the way. And TLO knows he was a little bit behind on drones, so he decided to just start droning a little harder. This is oversaturated. He should send like 3-4 drones out of here to the natural. I think that would be wise. Oh, a bunch of infestors coming out for TLO. Always TLO with the funny units, with the ghosts, with the storms, with the infestors, you know, those, let's say, more non-conventional units that people don't really get. And let's see if he manages to pull it off against Dimaga. That's 4 plus 2 on the way. So 2 more infestors on the way. Let's see if Burrow is researched. No. Is he getting it? No, he's not getting Burrow. 2 more infestors on the way indeed. And what is this? Level 2, right? No, it's... Whoa, was that a Hydra den somewhere and I missed it? Grooved Spines? Indeed. Yep. Hydralisk den, so Grooved Spines range increase for Hydralisk is almost done. And Hydra's already coming out. And let's see if Dimaga is going to be pushing out. He's pushing out with his spine crawlers. Wow. This is nice. And oh, this is nice to see. Spine crawlers facing each other. Yeah, baby. Yeah, that's it. That's what we want to see. Spine crawlers moving ahead. Yeah. And by the way, is there? No. I'm just checking. No, I just want to see if. Yeah, there we go. So the queens are coming in front as well. And there is creep coming from base to base. The creep is completely linked right now. And look at TLO. I mean, this is a lot of spine crawlers. But this is a lot of roaches too. And TLO doesn't really have that many units. Maybe he should consider moving these queens up front so he can transfuse the spine crawlers. And there we go. Yep, those spine crawlers are being uprooted right now. but TLO needs more units, and a fungal growth going down there on those roaches. A second one, gonna weaken that army up pretty good right there. And he's chained fungal growth. Oh, that's nice. That's always nice. But he's doing it too frequently, I think. He should save up a bit of energy over there. The fungal growth really lasts longer. Okay, and not doing that much, actually. And these roaches. Dimaga doesn't even care that much, it seems. And here we go. He waited for TLO to use most of his energy, and I think those fungal growths would have been much better. Now there we go, 2 more fungal growth, and let's see if this is enough for TLO to hold. He needs to transfuse. I don't know if he has energy or queens left to transfuse actually. Oh, and this is a lot of roaches, and Dimaga is going for it. He's going for it, baby. He's going for it all the way, and he's like totally piling the road down here. This is not gonna be enough. There's so many roaches. This is Roach Hydra. This is something we haven't seen since beta. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not something you see in any game, really. Roach Hydra is like, it was extinct until this game. And here we go, Dimaga is showing us that it still works, it's still viable, it can still be done. And these infestors really just doing so many fungal growths, but there we go, the GG comes off, and yep. You can't really rely just on spine crawlers. You gotta put some units in there, and I still think that Mutalisk would have been the best answer. I think if TLO would have gone for some mutas here, I mean these infestors are more than enough. If he had gone for some mutas, things would be great. I mean things would be great. Those hydras would really die fast to the mutas. I mean a fungal growth as well. Some fungal growth harass like over here on those mutas, and the mutas on the hydras, and the mutas would really clean them up really fast. And yeah, then only the roaches would be left, and I think that would be fine. Although there's some queens in the mix, but anyway, about 10 Mutalisk there, I think would be completely fine. To aid TLO in the battle against his spine crawlers over there. But anyway, you can see how important this fast hatchery was in this game, and also this expansion came up. I didn't even talk about this, but I don't know. Really nice game from Dimaga. Better macro than TLO. That's all I can say. Better macro. And even though TLO does unconventional stuff, he should stick to some solid concepts like fast hatchery and ZVZ. I think it's I think that as long as you're comfortable with it and the opponent isn't really putting the pressure on so much, you should really get it, because you need it. I mean, your Zerg macro, man, macro. If you're not getting harassed and stuff, macro up. Anyway, off to game number 2 between Dimaga and TLO. I'll see you guys there.